Alright, so I'm sitting here reviewing the footage, the GoPro footage from today. And today was my third and fourth practice flights today. And I'm just kind of really going back over and figuring out what all I learned and needed to improve on. I think the biggest thing I learned today was I need to work on my rudder, aileron, and elevon elevator control work, and how to coordinate all three of those simultaneously to make a nice smooth turn. I was really struggling with turns, and I don't always understand what to do when the aircraft starts moving from thermals and winds, and how to counteract that for nice slow stable flight. And I also don't realize how much my little tiny adjustments are actually causing the aircraft to go in different directions. Something else that I learned how to do today is to be trimming it consistently when I'm changing different flight modes for different speeds, whether that's trying to get through sinking air or getting into a thermal. Um, Learned things about turns and learned about landing. We did some stalls, which I didn't quite understand exactly what he wanted for the stall. How, like, to stay in the stall, or was the purpose to recover from a stall? Because that's what I learned when I was doing powered aircraft was, um, as soon as you stall, bring the nose down as fast as you can to try and get your airspeed back up. But it didn't seem like that's what the intent was in this stall, so I don't know. It was like trying to hold the stall as long as I could. I didn't understand that. Small inputs, smaller inputs. Trim, airspeed. Oh, and more than airspeed, I was constantly looking at the airspeed indicator, and then doing this. If you look throughout the video, I was doing this a lot, back, 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 and I think that would be correct by the trim. And also, I learned I needed to be a little bit smoother and less big jerky inputs. Um, and I don't use enough rudder into the turns apparently, or coming out of the turns. Probably the most fun though was getting significant thermal lift. There in the fourth flight, the second flight of the day, but it was my fourth flight ever in the glider, ever as a student pilot. Um, Getting that thermal and going up like 100 feet per minute, I think it was, or it was 10 knots, 10 knots of lift. That was a lot of fun. And then using that altitude to then learn how to side slip through the air to lose altitude, and also to point the nose towards the ground and then use the spoilers to come down. That was so much fun. And then the landing was really, really fun. I was really pleased and happy that he let me experience that. So all in all, it was great. I really enjoyed it. It was overwhelming, but you can watch now and see the different phases I went through. It's been edited, so don't. Um, there are probably some contexts that are missing, but I try to leave as much in as I could of what I learned and what I went through. So this is my journey to my glider rating, and I hope you come along the way, because this is an important life milestone for me, and I wanted to document it and share it both for myself as a story, but then also for anyone else who wants to watch and learn from it. I'm Nick, and this is my journey to glide.
Alright, so have you...
For Bravo Yankee, what's the plan?
We'll do a 3,000 foot tow.
Roger.
Alright, so have you been... Tell me what you've been doing the last couple days. Have you flown?
Yeah, at about 1,000 feet, he's let me try to stay behind the tow plane. It usually gets really squirrely for me.
Alright, well...
So, and I'll shadow him on the controls.
Okay, so you're shadowing good, yeah.
So, canopy?
Yeah,
Okay.
not yet. You can't shut yours until I shut mine, and it's too darn hot, so...
Okay. How's the brim of my hat?
Oh, it's fine.
Okay. Let me know if it gets in the way.
A little bit, but it's fine. Alright, so you did everything except wind direction. So check your wind. Got to check both of the socks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we might have a tailwind.
We're basically feeling, yeah, I mean, but, yeah. And maybe a touch of a cross from the left. Okay. All right, you got this?
Mm-hmm.
Open. Close.
All right, now pop out the brake, the spoilers, and hold it. Yep. Okay. All right, pins in and locked. Close yours.
Mine, pin.
Both the right hand too.
Yes.
There you go.
Seatbelts, good, brakes.
All right. Keep the brakes or stow them?
Oh no, you want them on.
On right now?
Yeah, because
Okay.
he's gonna pull forward with the rope and get caught.
Okay.
And then, so you want these on, and then slowly, once he finishes and he stops, then, like right there, now slowly release them so you don't roll forward.
Front
too
royal
quickly.
traffic, Pawnee
There you go.
4 Bravo Yankee, taking off runway 28, glider in tow, left turn out after takeoff. Front royal.
Okay. So I have the controls.
You have the controls.
All right, here we go. And go ahead and follow along, feet on the rudders and everything. All right, so I'm using the rudder pretty aggressively when we're slow to make sure that we stay on the center line. Tilt back just a little bit and just barely get it off the runway. I don't want to get real high against him. Whoa, okay. There's a little bit of a crosswind.
And a lot of lift.
Yeah. And not, oh, you can turn that up a little bit so he's falling up. All right. Okay, you ready? You want to take the control?
I have the controls.
You have the control. Okay, I got it.
Okay, your controls.
All right. It is a little bit bouncy. But that's pretty good. All right, I'll give it back to you. You have the controls.
My controls.
Your controls. Definitely some thermals popping out here. A little higher on the volume.
A little higher.
Yeah. It's harder to hear it back here.
Oh, okay, the volume.
Yeah, the volume.
Sorry. All my focus is on the
And it should be. It should
tow
be.
plane.
But if you can do yeah. Yeah.
Adjust it down now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's good. You're doing a great job here.
Thank you. There's the airport.
Yep. It's good to look around, but not too much. Your main focus here is 90 to 95% on the tow plane. But you got to do situational awareness, like
Front royal, Sky 390 going down.
whatever
to 3000 AGL.
Right. So what do you do to release?
Double pull the.
But not, yeah, okay, so check right, check left.
Okay, check right.
Check left. Right. Pull the release. Watch it go, now turn right.
All right.
Yeah, so basically you pull and look, and then immediately turn right and pull back also to gain a little altitude.
Okay.
Right, yeah, now you can either go around and see him, or you can actually just turn a little bit.
Okay.
90 degrees is what the book says, but you don't have to. Updraft there, sometimes there is. Anyway, in the meantime, okay, so let's trim it for 50 knots.
Okay. For 50 knots?
50.
Okay.
Are other people doing 55?
No.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
So you get the stick to 50 right there, but you're gonna pass through it if you don't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And now trim it. Use the trim so that if you let go, hands off.
Yeah. Hands off.
Excellent. Trim is your friend all the time.
Okay.
Anytime you move to a new airspeed and want to maintain it, trim it.
Okay.
All right, we don't have much lift here. Yeah, why don't you do a left turn straight down the mountain?
Okay.
Just in case we find any lift down there. That patch of rocks down on the left of the edge,
Yeah.
we call that the rock center. It's our house thermal.
Yes.
Meaning that we tend to get thermals there, but probably more later. Okay, so let's do just some turns to headings.
Okay.
All right, let's do a 90-degree turn left. 90 degree.
Okay, so 90 degrees, so that would be what? What heading? 24 minus 90s, that would be 13.
Up here in the air, that doesn't matter as much.
It's more visual.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if it's 90 degrees. Now, if the instructor or examiner, there we go. Now, when you roll out, look at your yaw string. Right?
Yeah, I was off to the left.
Just a little bit, right?
Need to add more rudder.
Right, exactly. When you roll in, and then when you roll out, you need controlled turns, right?
Okay.
Okay, and how about 180 to the right?
To the right. Clear right. Clear left. And here we go.
That's pretty close.
A little bit over.
All right, so your nose dropped a little bit in that. You
Okay.
had a fairly steep turn, which is fine. Actually, that's a good, nice, close to 45-degree turn, which is what we need to do in thermals. So that's good. The steeper you go in your turn, the more the nose is going to want to drop. So you just have to add just a little bit of back pressure on the stick.
Okay.
Okay, let me have the controls for a second.
Your controls?
And I'll turn to the left. So here, that's a pretty gentle turn. You don't need much, but just barely a little bit.
Traffic,
Actually, maintain your, follow me on the stick.
Yep.
Here, okay. Right, and equal stick and rudder there. Now, if we do, and of course I came down a little too slow, but if we do a steeper turn, it's going to be more back, because as we turn into that 45 degrees,
Okay.
it wants to fall. So now I've got about an inch or so back, right?
Okay.
Now what I'm doing is constantly scanning. I look out to the left, checking for traffic, then I look back front. And watch, see my nose on the horizon? Now I did slow down a little too much when I'm talking. But basically I want to keep, all right, let me get back to 50. All right, so, all right, so I want to keep that same view of the nose against the horizon. And if I concentrate on that instead of looking so much at my airspeed, I glance at the airspeed occasionally just to make sure that I am at where I want to be. But otherwise, what really helps is just watching the nose against the horizon. Because otherwise you tend to get into this habit of chasing the airspeed. feel like, oh, I'm too fast, then I pull way up, and then I'm too slow, then I push forward, and it's nauseating.
Okay.
Okay, so if I just watch the nose against the horizon, then that's where I want to kind of keep it. And you have to subtract out the bumps up from it.
Okay.
Okay, so that's very standard. And again, even if you're, you kind of roll into the turn you want. So if I'm in a steeper turn, then I set my airspeed and I watch where the nose is. So it's maybe a tad higher than it was before.
Okay.
But if I focus on that and also listen, for if I'm starting to get a little faster, the airspeed, you can hear it, right?
Okay.
So all these things come together. So I look left, traffic, look forward, nose. Look down to my airspeed, look up at my nose again, look left, look, so you're constantly doing this scan.
Okay.
All right, so why don't you give that a try?
All right, my controls.
Final 28, front royal.
Right or left, whichever one you want. Just do
Okay.
360 or a couple of them. Roll in, get that turn going, and watch that nose. So you look left, now looks forward.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, right, and then forward. Watch that nose against the horizon. Figure that out. Glance at your airspeed. How's it doing?
Leading it off a little too much.
That's okay. Yeah, exactly. And so it's all these microscopic changes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a constant changing of where you're looking. So you check left, make sure you're not going to hit traffic, and then go back to forward. How's that nose look against the horizon? Don't spend. In other words, it's good to look for traffic, but don't spend too much time doing that. Then your nose will drop.
Yeah.
Or go higher.
3 minutes.
Good. So those are great things to practice here, and if you do get a simulator, you can do that at home too. All right. Remember how to do a forward stall?
Yeah, you just get the airspeed up and then go up to a 30 degree or 45. What was it? 30
why don't
degree?
you get pointed at the airport,
Okay.
and then, whoop, you're getting pretty slow there.
Okay.
Okay, so now, let's go ahead and do it. Yeah, stabilize. All right. Now do a forward stall. All right, you forgot how to do it. Okay.
No. Well, I was getting my airspeed back up and
You
then.
don't have, because we were already. Okay, let's hold that. Hold it. Don't let it turn. Now forward. Woo! That was pretty good. All right, well, I have the controls.
Your controls.
All right, I'm gonna get up a little bit here. Save a little bit of airspace. All right. Oh, okay. See the parachute is way over there. All right, we'll just turn away a little bit. All right, so yeah, you don't have to be quite that aggressive. And as soon as you feel it braking, you want to release the pressure. You're not really pushing it forward. You're just releasing pressure.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm already slow, so I'm just gonna hold it up here, and I'm constantly adjusting here for. Right there, boom. And just release pressure, not all the way forward. Now it's flying.
Okay. Not all the way forward.
I mean, it's forward, but you're basically just moving it forward a couple inches. Because the airplane is stable. It wants to fly. These are designed to be stable.
Okay.
So try that again. You have the controls.
My controls?
Your controls. Okay, gently pull it back until your nose is up. Now maintain that right there. Yep. All right, now keep pulling it back.
So what?
That kind of stall, yeah.
What am I attempting to do?
It one more time. Okay, I'm pulling it back and I'm holding it. Hold that nose at the same attitude.
Okay.
And slow. In order to do that, as we go slower, I've got to pull it back farther. And that's the brake. Release it, and it starts flying. So and then get back to airspeed. Okay, now we're too low, so it's time to go in.
Okay. Alrighty.
So why don't you make a turn? Okay, let's stabilize at 55 knots.
Okay.
Yeah. So we stopped practicing these at 2,200 feet.
I'm gonna make a turn. Okay.
So yeah, let's get a little close here. I've got it, but you
Okay, your
follow
controls.
along. Okay. And we're gonna pop out the spoilers as part of that. Air brakes, stall. Okay, those are working, so we slide them back in because we're a little low but where we want to be.
Front Bravo Yankee Glider's going to box the wing. Go ahead, your discussion.
Front row traffic glider 341 Kilo Sierra, downwind, runway 28, right hand traffic pattern, front to right. Okay, so we're about where we want to be. A little slow, that's okay. It's hard when it's bumpy like this. And let me give you back the controls.
My controls.
Okay, your controls. Keep it at 55. We're beating the numbers at 1,400, 100 feet low. That's fine. All right, you have the spoilers?
I have the spoilers.
All right. All right, so put in like a little bit of spoiler.
Okay.
All right, now stop your turn.
That's not my turn.
Right?
Okay.
Turn when you mean to turn.
Okay.
Right? Don't let it just slide into a turn.
All right.
Now make your turn to the right.
Okay.
Front row traffic, glider 341 Kilo Sierra, turning right base, runway 28 front royal. All right. Now we're a little high, so give it more spoiler.
Okay.
And stop your turn. Straighten
Okay.
out. Yeah. Okay, sorry, we didn't talk about this. Okay, let me have it.
Your controls.
My controls, but you follow along.
All right.
I'm a little high, so I'm giving it more spoiler.
Okay.
Front row traffic, 341 Kilo Sierra, turning final, runway 28 front royal. Maintaining 55 knots. Got a lot of spoiler. Now I'm going to release a little bit of spoiler, put it back in because I'm coming down on a nice wide slope. Alright, maintaining 55, down 20 feet, 10 feet, 5 feet. Now I'm going to start my round out. Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. Whoop. Alright. Steer it out. And maintain wings level. And steer. And whoa, man. Talking too much.
You did good. All right.
I hope so. I got a lot of practice. Okay, so I kind of was trying to talk you through it, you know, what I was doing the whole time.
Yeah, it was good.
So, so before we take our next flight, yeah, let's talk about the pattern. A little bit more. Yeah, here. Okay, like a.
No,
I have to just to get it done quickly.
Okay.
Because we want to get the whole idea is to get off the runway as fast as possible
Gotcha.
in case somebody else is landing. All right. All right, so you can push from the nose. Yeah, I know these things. You just basically, if you push it in just barely from here, then you can slide it back like that.
Oh, okay.
Easiest way to do it from the outside.
Gotcha.
A little messy, a lot of fingerprints.
Where do we go?
About right here.
All right.
All right. Yeah, back it up.
Oh.
Well, we can just push forward.
No, I think he's saying that the plane's gonna taxi through here,
Oh yeah, true.
so he's just trying to get it out of the way.
Yeah. All right. That should work.
Okay.
Tower traffic, Colonel 242 miles to the northeast will overfly the midfield. Joining left down.
Okay.
Tower traffic, Colonel 248 crossing midfield, joining left downwind, runway 28 front west.
Why don't you try it this time, and I'll be right with you here.
The
takeoff.
Oh,
Front
okay.
Royal traffic, Pawnee 4 Bravo Yankees, taking off runway 28, glider in tow, front Royal.
Thumbs up. Right. Okay. Now do you? Okay. Close your brakes. Lock them.
Front Royal traffic,
Okay,
311 Echo Hotel, inbound from the
And now
southwest
wiggle
at
your-
5,500.
Your rudders. Okay, and look forward. Look forward. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay, I got his
you have
wiggle.
the controls. You have the controls.
My controls.
All right, keep the rudder pointed straight down the runway. Keep the wings level. Wings level. I'm helping you out there.
Okay.
Nice. Nose. Yep. And just okay. Yep. Not too high. Keep it right there. Nice. Don't over control. I got it. I got it.
Okay, your controls.
Yeah. Don't over control it. Okay, your controls.
My controls.
All right. Just gentle.
Okay, gentle.
Right.
Gentle.
Nice. Okay, he's a little high, so just but not too rapidly. Right,
Okay.
small movements.
Okay.
Small move, gentle, small movement. Whoop, down.
Okay. Your controls.
I control. Yeah. I'm helping you out. Yep. All right. Well, we also I forgot to reset the trim. We didn't do the trim. That's part of your checklist, actually.
Oh, that's my
trim
fault.
For
Neutral.
actually, it's more a little forward. I find it's always more forward because otherwise the nose wants to come up too fast.
Okay.
All right, let me give you back the controls. You have the controls now. It is.
All right, my controls.
There's definitely you have controls. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's more turbulence now because the thermals are starting to pop. So you definitely need to be quick about it. And sometimes,
Okay.
like here, you're getting a little high.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come back down. Don't bounce it around. I mean,
Okay.
I haven't.
Your controls.
But put your hands on the stick.
Okay.
So I am making little corrections, but I'm not. Wow. Okay. He's waving around a lot too. Yeah. Okay. It's a little bouncy. Yeah. I mean, you're not doing bad. It definitely takes quite a bit to manage that sometimes. It bounces you around a lot. But see how I'm trying to keep, like, I definitely don't want to get too high on it.
Yes.
And the problem is as you start getting out of control, then it can get worse.
Yes.
So that's why you need to get on it fast. And here I have, my nose pointed towards its outer wingtip. All right, so let me give you back controls.
All right, my
You have
controls. My controls.
Say again for skydiving activity.
All right, so you're at your release altitude.
All right.
Watch, don't get too high.
Yep,
Stabilize before you release.
Okay.
All right, so now check right and left real quick. Just no traffic.
All right.
Don't lose sight of it. Yep, and now turn right. Yeah, one thing is, when it's that bouncy, you don't want to take your eyes off of him for very long.
Okay.
So you want to do a quick turn to the left, quick turn to the right, make sure there's nobody right there that you're going to turn into,
Okay.
and then release. All right, now you should be able to turn that down a little bit so we're not yelling. And actually, let's go straight.
Okay.
Under these
Over there by Clinton DOR.
Huh?
birds.
Okay, where we're going.
He can feel the thermal.
Yeah.
So we want to follow him. Ideally. Whoop.
Yeah.
All right, I'm getting a little slow. See if we can get underneath this cloud a little bit. All right, Why don't you try making a turn one way or the other?
Yeah, I'm not good at keeping it straight.
No, so let's get a turn go. So as soon as we decide to start thermaling, then we'll do, you know, you want to get that turn in so that you stay with the thermal. So it was bouncing us up into the, you know, 4 to 6 knots up. But
I don't want to see you back for 4 hours.
Okay, Laura. That's what you say.
There it is. Feel that?
Oh yeah.
Airspeed.
Thank you for calling it out. I think I'm starting to figure out the trim.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Alright, I'm getting it. Can slow down a little bit more.
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
we
if
go.
you verbalize what you're thinking, that helps me know that you're thinking about it.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea if you're thinking about it or not.
Thank you. I will.
So, like, yeah, if you notice, oh, I'm getting a little fast, you know, then good. I know you're thinking about it and you're trying to make an adjustment.
Okay.
You know, so tell your instructor what you're doing because they can't read your mind.
Okay. Thank you for that feedback.
Traffic 1375. For Go, runway 11.
And think about coordinating those
Yeah.
turns, right?
Thank you.
I mean, just as a note,
There
it
it
feels like generally when you enter a turn, you're leading with your aileron and not putting in enough rudder.
Okay.
So like right there, right? You're adjusting your, like you added aileron, but you didn't add rudder.
Okay.
Either that or you had opposite rudder,
Okay.
right? So you want them at the same time.
Okay. So.
Right? Yeah, if you fly straight for a second, like level out.
Okay.
And when you level out, boom, your nose is whipping around there because you're not using your rudder.
Okay.
All right, so I have the controls.
Your
but
controls.
Follow along on them.
All right.
Okay. So if I turn left, I'm putting in rudder and aileron at the same time.
Okay.
And then I'm letting, you know, once I get to the angle I want, I'm backing off the aileron, but maintaining just a little bit of rudder.
No traffic.
And then to get out of this, I need to do right rudder and aileron at the same time.
Okay.
Because otherwise, if you don't, and this is like right now, I'll demonstrate 0 rudder. I try to turn left, and my nose swings. I mean, I try to turn right, and my nose swings left.
Yeah.
Eventually, it'll start coming around, but I'm still out of coordination because I'm not using any rudder. So it turns, it's just not very efficient.
Okay.
And when I turn back without rudder, boom, that nose swings the opposite way. And that happens because our wings are so long, they're uneven. And as you bring one wing down, it's actually, the one that's coming down is going faster than the one that's going up. And so it speeds up and the nose swings the opposite direction.
Okay.
It's this thing called adverse yaw. You can read about it. It's a wacky thing. It doesn't seem to make any sense to us, but that's what's going on. Okay, so you have the controls.
My controls.
Your controls. All right, so we're losing because I've been talking instead of flying. So yeah, we're not finding. Well, you might find something, but again, you got to perfect that turn.
Yes.
Next time you come around, because we're like half in the lift and half out. So when you come around, as soon as it starts going up again, like da-da-da-da-da-da, then level, go straight into it.
Okay.
And count to 2 or 3 seconds.
Okay.
And then go back into the turn.
Okay.
Not yet. So as you come around, right there, roll level. 1, 2, 3, turn into it again. No, turn in back into the same direction.
You mean right? Turn right?
Turn right, yeah.
So we can really do either.
Yeah,
We're planning on using
once you
35.
commit to a direction, you generally want to stay with it. All right, nose up, you're going fast. But you're in the lift.
What in the wide world happened?
Good, so keep that going. Keep it at 45.
Okay.
A little bit more rudder.
More rudder. All right.
Nice, a little more rudder.
A little more rudder.
Yeah.
A little less rudder. A little more rudder.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, unfortunately, it's kind of a constant adjustment. You make these little fine adjustments as you're going around because the lift is jerking you around a lot. Yeah, look at that. Nice lift. Nice. Excellent. Concentrate on your speed and turn.
Okay.
Not too abrupt. You got to pull back that, right? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Like, if you need to push forward to gain speed, just don't overshoot it.
Southwest, we have the departing 17 traffic. And straight below us, we're going to be doing a simulated engine out down to runway 35, Jordan.
2 of them.
Okay, so yeah, roll out there. Nice.
Okay.
Get us wings level and not waving your nose around.
Okay, is that the rudders?
Yeah, that's you.
Okay, that's me with the rudders.
Well, you're either doing it with the rudder or the stick. If you're, I guess if you jump the stick back and forth, that'll kind of do that too. But
Okay.
it's one or the other.
Okay.
And it's also probably partly because you're not using enough rudder to coordinate your exit
Turns.
from the turn.
Okay.
Like right now, let's do, hold it straight, yeah.
Okay.
Now, like, do a 90-degree turn to the left.
90-degree turn to the
What
left.
just happened? I don't understand what you're doing.
I didn't do anything.
Yes, you did.
Okay, I don't know what.
Well, step down just slightly on your right foot. See that nose coming around?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's probably what you're doing. You're not realizing how much pressure you're putting on both of them.
Okay.
And they're just going to, okay, so straighten out. And now do like a 90-degree turn to the left.
90-degree turn to the
Yeah,
left.
roll in.
Right. Clear left.
Okay, see that? Your yaw string is coming.
So I gotta step on that yaw string more.
Yeah. And then when you roll out of the turn, now roll out, you got to also use both. Nice, that was good.
Okay.
You got both of them in there. So that string should just continue to come straight back.
Okay.
And do the same thing. I'm watching to your, nobody to your left. Okay, now watch your string.
Okay.
And roll left. A little bit more rudder.
So a lot more.
Yeah.
Okay.
So roll out of it. Roll out of it. Nice, you got the rudder in there.
Okay.
Now roll back into it with a little bit more pressure. Feel that?
Yes.
I'm going to be taking the left down.
All right, now roll out. Now your nose is coming down a little bit, but all right. All right, now turn right and let's get back to that cloud.
There's
Right.
Okay.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
There we
A little
go.
farther. All right,
1, 2, 3.
start your turn now.
Start my turn now. Okay.
Coordinate that turn, man. I know you can do it.
So was it too much
No, it
rudder?
wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough. Okay.
You really got to practice that.
Yes.
All right. You know what? We got to head back pretty soon here.
Okay.
Do a couple more turns. Let's get a nice couple turns in. Then. Yeah, I don't know what time we lifted off exactly, but we're approaching an hour, I think. Wow, we've been out here an hour. Can you believe it?
No.
Lift happens.
Yes, it does.
Well, then
Alright.
the nice thing is we got all this altitude. We get to practice some descent maneuvers.
Okay. Okay.
They are fun. They are fun. Oh, yeah, you got a glider down below
Oh,
about
my
1,000 feet.
Yeah.
Right down to your left.
Saw that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're... All right, so let's continue the turn around and then head out
Head out.
kind of north.
Okay.
Up the ridge. Woohoo, man, almost 6.
Yeah.
So cloud base is probably right around 6, actually. All right, roll out.
Rolling out.
No, you're not. Like roll out of the turn. No, not down.
Sorry, I need you to help me out. I
Okay.
don't know what's going
Rolling
on.
rolling out of the turn means rolling wings level.
Okay.
So rolling is this right way, right?
Right.
That's roll. So when you roll into a turn and then you roll out of the turn, you want to maintain your speed the whole time.
Okay.
Woo, that sun is hot. All right, so I'll take the controls.
Your controls.
My controls. All right, so let's do a clearing turn to the right. All right, nobody down there. And then down to the left. Nobody down there. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is what's called a slip, a forward slip. So this is where you are intentionally crossing controls to reduce the, you're basically going out of coordination to make yourself fall. To basically make you un-aerodynamic. So to do that, what we do is we put in, like, I'll do right rudder and left aileron. So I'll do it gently at first. So a little right rudder and then a left aileron, and now we're kind of flying sideways a little bit. See that?
Okay, yep.
But we're still heading that direction we were heading. And then I can push in way more rudder and more aileron, and really, and look at the airspeed indicator.
Yeah.
It goes to 0 because we're going so far to the left.
Okay.
And look at how fast we're dropping. So if you need to lose altitude fast, you can do this.
Okay.
And we have a lot of altitude, right?
Yeah.
So you can literally do this all the way down to the ground.
Okay.
And then to get out of it, you slowly bring the two together again.
Okay.
Woo!
Don't do it fast.
My ears, no, you don't really want to do it too fast.
Okay.
Because then it'll waggle all the other way. So you want to give that a try? Yes, you do.
Oh, I do. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's trim it for, I'm going to trim it here, right here. So trim it for about 50-ish.
All right.
All right, you have the controls.
My controls.
All right, your controls. Okay, so let's do the same way I just did it.
Okay.
So slowly put in a little right rudder and left aileron.
Okay.
Yep. And keep that, yeah, don't let the nose drop. A little more right rudder, more right rudder. So it's, yep, stick back a little bit, and more left aileron.
Oh yeah, look at that.
More left aileron, because we're still turning. There we go. Look at that, isn't that awesome? Woo! All right.
Oh
and
my
now slowly come out of it. Nice. And you started to increase the speed a little bit. You could hear that you were going faster.
Okay. That was overwhelming, so I wasn't paying attention to
No, you were
speed.
doing great. Yeah, you were actually holding it. I mean, for the first shot, and you're very early in your training. But we had lots of altitude, so it's a great time to practice.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have much altitude down at the bottom, and you don't have any lift, then you wasted a flight.
Yeah.
So that's a great time to practice it. So, okay, let's do a turn to the right, and let's get back up to
All right.
50.
Clear.
You're
right.
probably pulling back because it was trimmed for 50.
Okay.
All right, so let's do a slow turn. Yeah, 180 degrees. Go back down south again. All right, roll out. you could even turn a little to the west, or a little more to the right.
All right.
We're up at 4,000. So.
Okay.
All right, yeah, level off in there. Okay, the next one is the spoilers. You probably haven't practiced the spoilers much, have you?
No.
All right, so just pop them out.
Okay.
All right, and slowly increase them and see what happens to your nose, right? The nose
Okay.
wants to drop, right? Because you're all of a sudden you got less lift. You're spoiling the lift
Okay.
in the center of the wing. So pull them, yes, slowly pull them all the way open, all the way back. All right, so with that, you're also getting about 10 knots down.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? So maybe even a little bit more. So the slip, we were getting this same thing. This is a very easy and smooth way to do it. But as an alternative, the forward slip gives you a way to lose altitude.
Okay.
And you can actually add in a slip here too with full spoilers and drop it even more.
Okay.
And you can really come down fast.
Yeah.
Okay, let's close it up
All right.
and watch your adjustment, watch the nose. Yep. And okay, I'll take the controls.
Your
My
controls?
controls. All right, and then finally, just do a turn to the left here. Finally, hold on to your stomach a little bit to get down quickly. Like if you need to, here's the thing. You know, if you're on final to the airport and you need to lose altitude super quick, like you're on final and you're way high, you can pop those spoilers. Whoa, that was a little fast. Sorry. All the way open and point the nose straight down.
Okay.
And you'll increase your speed, but you kind of increase your speed to a terminal velocity.
Okay.
And then ease it up,
Yeah.
slow back down. You need to bleed off the speed, but then you can land.
Okay.
So that's a quick way to get there. So there's lots of different techniques here that we train on, and you're getting just an introduction to it today.
Yeah.
But it was great. You did both of them, and that was awesome.
Thank you.
All right, so let's close up the spoilers. Let's get ready to come in. I'll give you back the controls.
My
Okay.
controls?
So we've got extra altitude here. We already know the spoilers work because we just used them. But let's go through Fustall.
Okay.
We got the time. So you remember what Fustall is?
Yep. Flaps, undercarriage,
Yep.
speed. We want 55, right?
Yeah, so flaps, we don't have flaps in this aircraft, but we say it anyway because other aircraft do.
Yeah.
So flaps, no flaps. Undercarriage is down a block. So that's what you should be saying.
Okay. Undercarriage, speed, 55,
Speed,
right?
55, and trim it. And T is for trim.
Okay. T is for trim. Trimming it out.
Yeah, get the 55 and trim, and then
Okay.
get light touch.
And then air brakes.
Yep. Just pop them open. We already did, so they kind of know. But yeah, you can pop them open and just, okay, so
All right.
they're functional. You can close them again.
Air brakes, look out,
Yeah, look at where you're going and land.
and then landing.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let's turn right. Let's go back to the entry
Okay,
way.
turn
45
right.
degree, because
45
now we're
turn.
approaching the height that's good. To keep your 55 up.
Okay.
Right, since we've already
55
done our
up.
checklist, let's maintain our 55.
All right. I'm gonna roll out
Why
here.
don't you turn up the radio just a touch because we might need it.
Traffic,
There we go.
terminal 558, altitude is 10 miles, at 4,100 landing, front roll.
Oh, there's a lot of lift. You're going to be fighting the lift on the way in.
Okay.
Which is really kind of funny.
Yeah.
But you know how to counteract that?
Spoiler?
There we go. When we need to. Alright, so we'll go, we're definitely, yeah, we're getting pushed up here.
Okay. So you want to add a little bit?
You're okay. You can keep them, ready to go, but like that.
Okay.
And when we get out here, just a little part, like to those red roofs, since we have the extra height right now, the red roofs are good. You can just start your turn to the left, and it will call in the radio. Do you remember the radio tone?
Front roll traffic, glider 341K entering 45.
341 Kilo Sierra.
Okay.
Do the whole thing.
Okay.
Or the last three, but don't stop, don't do the first ones.
Okay.
So yeah, 1 Kilo Sierra, glider 1 Kilo Sierra, or 341 Kilo Sierra, inbound on a right 45,
Okay.
runway 28, front roll. And so you can make that call right now.
Front roll traffic, glider 341 Kilo Sierra entering 45 for downwind to runway 28, front royal.
All right, it's a right 45, not downwind.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
downwind is once we get down there.
Okay.
All right, so maintain your 55,
Okay.
and yeah, kind of point towards the middle of the field. Try not to waggle around too much.
Okay.
I know you're getting bumped around.
And by waggling, don't put in rudder inputs.
Yeah, like
And keep it level.
yeah, try to keep it pointed straight down.
We're going up.
Yeah, you are getting it, but you don't have to dive yet, but a little
Okay.
bit, maybe a little bit, because you are going, but not yet. So yeah, you could give it like partial. Ideally, once we get down, so you should like aim towards the 1-0,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
you get a little fast. Oh,
Sorry.
gentle. Yeah, so everything should be smooth, right?
Okay.
All right.
Turn,
Yeah,
roll
turn
out.
left.
All
I'll
right.
make your radio call.
All right.
Front row traffic. Front row traffic, glider 1 Kilo Sierra is right downwind, running 28 front row. Okay, a little more spoiler so that by the time you get to 28, actually a fair amount of spoiler, because you are getting the lift. Maintain 55,
Okay.
and yep, parallel the runway like that. Don't let it turn. And yeah, ideally we're down at around 1500. All right, you just turn right a little bit. Okay.
Okay, and that's because I'm not keeping the wings level.
Yeah, it could be the wings or the nose.
Okay.
Your nose is still swinging
All right.
a lot. All right, good. You're 15 up even the numbers. Excellent. So just maintain that.
All right.
And so kind of the sight picture, we're going to fly a little bit farther here. You got to see what's out there. There's a road there down to the right, that truck on it.
Yeah.
I usually turn a little bit before it.
Okay.
But see, you've already kind of started turning, but go ahead and make your turn to the right, 55.
Okay, yeah.
Keep your
Turn to the
55.
right. And
Traffic glider 1 Kilo Sierra, turning right base. The final runway 28 front row. All right. Yep, you're looking pretty good. Height rise.
Auto traffic, right by lead up the
All right.
is
Maybe-
3 miles.
Yep, start your turn.
East Omega 45, and 3 for left down 128 front row.
Little gentle. Yep, nice. Yeah, get to the center line and then turn a little bit more. Turn in.
all right.
Go right down the runway. All right. A little more spoiler, just a little. All right. Get a nice. Keep that nose pointed straight. Don't pull back yet. Nope, not yet. There we go. Nope. Okay, I got it.
All right, your controls.
All right, good. Stay on them.
Okay.
All right.
Very nice. Woo!
All right, so that was good. You had your approach done. You got it down pretty close to clear.
I have so much adrenaline right now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe I just did that. Or at least as much as I did, I can't believe I did what I did. Whew. I'm like shaking.
When you jump out, you gotta be. I was
sorry.
saying it, but yeah, you gotta
Thank
be careful,
you.
and you're the only pilot in there. Nice job.
Well, thank you for coaching me through about the aileron.